welcome to Silverback Airsoft, and let me show you the new product for 2024. Big news will be the MDR micron and technically the MDR version 3. So after releasing the gun 1 year ago, we released a kit to upgrade to the version 2 a few months ago because the product was still needing some adjustment, and now we are going to release a version 3 with the version 3 micron as well. So this is a short version of the gun. He has a shorter barrel, the micron and guard, the new bolt and ball system looks like this. This is the new one, and of course the 5.56 magazine. This one is not the final one, it's still missing the texture, but except that the gun is in final form. As you can see, there is an adapter inside the magwell to fit the M4 magazine, and this one is coming with this best part. This is skate, and this is to adjust the thickness of the magwell, so you can adjust with basically all the magazine on the market. We can adjust the backlash in this direction with the skate, and you can adjust the backlash in this direction by adding or removing some shims under the feeding tube. So you can really adjust your configuration to fit most of the magazine on the market. The barrel for this one is 330mm, and then for the rest of the gun is mostly the same as the previous MDR, except what I will show you on the gearbox after that. So this is the old spring guide. For the lugs it was using some screws, and because it was round at the back it was tending to dent a bit the material under tension. The new one is flat and single piece in steel, so this one will be more durable. Up. And of course you can fully reverse the parts, and what I did here, I can do the reverse for this one. But the bigger improvement will be the electronic. So the new electronic has been developed in collaboration with T238. This one is fully programmable. So you can choose on the second, so the single will be every time single, but the full you can choose to be full, burst, binary, semi or safe. You can adjust also the DMR cooldown from off to 5 seconds. You can electronically reduce the rate of fire. You can adjust the pre-cocking. There is a sleep mode, so this is to avoid the gun drain the battery too fast when if you stop to use the gun, or if you make a very long milsim gain and you don't shoot for 1 hour, the gun will go to sleep mode, and that will stop to drain the battery. And after, when the gun switches to sleep mode, it will make a small noise with the motor making like that. And to wake up the gun, you just need to press the trigger once. The sleep mode also you can adjust from 1 hour to 12 hours, or you can even deactivate. You can adjust the active braking for some people who want to play with brushless motor, but honestly for brushless motor, according to our test, that really depends the brushless motor you are going to use. And you can also adjust the battery protection. So for the battery protection was a bit problematic with the first generation, a bit sorry about that. The new version is working way better, and it automatically detects the number of cells of the battery. So when you connect the battery, if the gun is making beep beep, that means it detects the 2-cell battery, the 7.4, and if it's making beep beep beep, that means it's 11.1. And by default, the gun will have a cutoff at 3.3 volts per battery, but you can reduce up to 3 volts or even deactivate. And then the last one, you have a shot counter. So if you want to know how many shots you did today, you press, it will tell you how many shots you did, and then you can keep a record of how many shots you are doing. And you can also read what is your current program. So by default it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, but if you adjust the first one, for example, in binary, it will make 6, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Basically like that it's working. To program the gun, you need to open the gun, press the trigger to choose the mode, and you validate with this button. And this button is also the reset button if you want to go back to the standard program. And with this new system, the gun is even more reactive. The shooting is very fast. And there is also more safety for the heat protection, for the block-up system, this kind of stuff. So highly improved electronic for the MDR. So this is our new TAC 41. This is the TAC 41 Lite. This is the minimalist version of the TAC 41. Very short, very compact, with a Picatinny stock, so you can easily swap the stock with a different Picatinny version. You can swap the grip also with a AR-15 compatible grip. And except that, for the upper mechanic, this is the upper mechanic of the TAC 41A with the 330mm barrel. So if you compare here, all the upper mechanic is the same as the TAC 41A at the top. And then the stock is different. This one will come with the short magazine, but obviously it's also compatible with the long magazine. You can use it with the long, or you can use it with the short. And it's compatible with the rest of our catalog, so you can change all the barrel, you can change the bolt knob, you can change the stock, everything's compatible. We can also use, you can see it on this version, you can also use the short rail on this version. This one was designed for the polymer version, but you can also use it with the Lite version. This one will be available very soon in the upcoming months for a price of 330, 340 euros, something like that. So technically for the standard version, this is the most affordable gun we have in our catalog. But we are also coming with this version, and this version is a sport line. So the sport line will be available for the polymer version and for the Lite version, and the sport line will be much more affordable. This version, the Lite Sport, will be available at around 200 euros in Europe, including tax. The main difference will be the receiver. This one has a polymer receiver. The cylinder is aluminium, the hop-up is aluminium, the spring guide is polymer, and all these parts are obviously lighter, but also cheaper. This is why the gun is much more affordable. And this one for a spring rifle, for a spring bolt action rifle, this is the lightest in the market. It's below 1.7 kg. So if you want to hold it, this is extremely light. It's like 200-250 grams lighter than a VSR10. That was the lightest spring bolt action on the market. I will show you the difference of the parts. So this is the aluminium receiver, and this is the polymer receiver. Obviously, if you start with a gun in the sport version, later it will be possible for you to swap with the aluminium version. It's much lighter, but it's quite strong as well. And as you can see, for the screw, everything is attached to steel nuts, square nuts, here. So there is no any screw in the plastic. This is not the kind of gun that you disassemble a few times and it's broken. Even the polymer version, you can disassemble, reassemble many times. So the main difference is here. The second difference will be the cylinder. The standard version is coming with a stainless steel cylinder with a PVD coating, so it's a very expensive and durable coating. The new version is coming with an aluminium cylinder. Same if you want to check the weight difference. Basically, on the Sportline project, the full idea was the price and the weight. We want to get a gun that is lightest and more affordable. So this is for the cylinder. By the way, this one, we make some tests with very strong spring. I never break one. So I'm waiting for someone to break it. That may happen someday, maybe. But so far, this is not a gun we are going to say, okay, it's aluminium, don't use a strong spring. No, you can use all the spring in our catalog. There is no problem. Same for the spring guide. The standard version is stainless steel with bearing, and the Sportline version is coming with nylon with fiberglass spring guide. And basically, the last difference will be the hop-up. The standard version is fully CNC, and the Sportline version is coming with a polymer hop-up. But once again, there is no screw in plastic, there is captive nut everywhere. So it's a hop-up, you can disassemble, reassemble as long as you want. This is not something that is going to break. But after, the the wheel, the plunger making the noise, the feeding system, the hop-up rubber, the inner barrel, everything is the same after that. So basically the gun is shooting the same. And that means we are going to have the Lite Sport at around 200 euro, and the Polymer Sport, I need to ask Tom, around 270 euro for. Around 270 euro for this version. So this, once again, this is the TAC P. You already know the TAC polymer, except this one, like I showed you before, is using the polymer receiver, is using the aluminium bolt. Same, the aluminium, the polymer hop-up body, and the polymer spring guide. So all the part I show you in this drawer is going inside this gun, and this is our sport line. So it's going to drop the price of our product for the people who want to start with Silverback product but cannot afford the expensive one. Because for us, the standard version is, for most of our competitors, is already upgrade version with stainless steel cylinder, fully CNC hop-up, and our problem was not having some product more affordable, so we decided to launch this line, and people can later swap the part to use the standard one, and then to get the same as a normal version, let's say. Same in terms of weight, if you want to handle it. The bolt itself for the normal version is more than half a kg. It's quite heavy, and with the aluminium version we save a lot of weight. The receiver as well, so that makes a gun much lighter. And that means now in our catalog for the TAC 41 we have 3 stock: the polymer stock, the Lite stock, and the aluminium stock. And of course, when you have a TAC, you can swap and change from one gun to another one. We have like 10 different barrels in the catalog. For the hand guard, we have 2 small hand guard that is going on the Lite like that. This one is fitting on the Lite and on the polymer. We have this one that is only going on the polymer, and we have the big one on this gun that is going on the aluminium chassis. So this rail is only for the aluminium chassis. Same for the magazine. The magazines are compatible for all the guns. Voilà. This is in the spirit of this line. It's really a platform where you can change from one gun to another one very easily, and all the upgrade parts are mostly compatible with all the guns. So this is a prototype of a VSSK. It's a Russian sniper rifle. The real one is a 50 cal, but it's a short cartridge. It's subsonic. And for this gun, for the Airsoft version, it is internally it is an SRS. You have the safety at the back, and magazine just like that. So this one is a prototype, as you can see, and I will show you how the gun is disassembly because it's quite interesting. Remove the silencer. Remove. Two pins. Lower. And guard. Here you have the linkage system for the bolt. And here you have the internal receiver. And same, if you want to disassembly, you remove this part. And it's a SRS spring guide, SRS spring, SRS piston. Sorry, it's an old one. I make a lot of tests on this gun. SRS cylinder. So you fully disassemble the gun, as you can see, without any tools. This is something we are working on. As you can see, it's really a prototype. There's a lot of grinding on it. I cannot give you a date. The only date I can give you is not this year, for sure. But I will not tell you more about this because for the moment, no specific plan. And for the reassembly, put the piston inside, press the trigger, engage here.
Non, mais on n'est pas fermé. En fait, c'est nous, on est. T'as une carte? Ouais, bien sûr. C'est quoi, c'est une personne? C'est une ancienne VSSK.